Hey guys, we have now made it to our second section of the bridge book. I'm gonna go over some things each day. So we are day one in the orange section, which is awesome. We're gonna go over something. First of all, the first part of day one is tricep dips. You can read what they're asking you to do, but it's basically leaning up against a chair, and I'll see if I can find a tricep dip to put on for a video. But we're gonna skip that part. You can do the tricep dip. And we're gonna start with looking at page 51. Prefixes is the first part for numbers 1 through 5. It says a prefix is added to the beginning of a base word. A suffix is added to the end of the base word. So the prefix is at the beginning and the suffix is at the end. And it does change the meaning of, it can change the meaning of a base word. So add the prefix miss, un, or re to each word. And then write a sentence using that whole word, okay? So you can do, for the first one is lucky. You can do Miss Lucky. Does Miss Lucky sound like it makes sense? I don't hear too many people say, oh my gosh, I'm so Miss Lucky. No. What about unlucky? Does unlucky seem to sound like it makes sense? It does, but always go through all the options because you never know if one makes more sense than another. And then re-lucky. Are you re-lucky? That doesn't make sense either. So you would go with unlucky, and then you're going to write a sentence using the word unlucky. And then for number 6 and 7, you're going to add a suffix. That could be er, less, full, or ed. So then write a sentence using that word. Use, user. Does user make sense? It does. What about useless? Do we ever use useless? We do. What about useful? Yep. What about used? We've used those. So you can use any of those and then write a sentence for that part. And then hey Michael, grab me the stuff on the printer right there, please. We're gonna look for in page 52, it's an opinion rating piece. So an opinion is a belief or viewpoint that is not based on fact. You probably have many opinions about things such as the best flavor of ice cream or which animal makes the best pet. People may be more willing to listen to and agree with your opinions if you state them clearly and persuasively. If you say, chocolate ice cream's kind of okay, am I going to look and say, oh my gosh, I need to get some chocolate ice cream right now? He or she makes it sound amazing? No, I'm gonna say, ugh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna rush out and get some okay ice cream. I want awesome ice cream. So, on a separate sheet of paper, use a 3-paragraph persuasive essay on one of these topics. So number 1, people should always wear seatbelts. Number 2, children should be able to eat whatever they want. Number 3, students should never have to do homework. And number 4, we should help people in other countries. So you're gonna pick one of those options and you are going to be able to do it. Now I am going to include this graphic organizer on our Google Classroom page. Remember, and I'm going to include some stuff. Our R means our restate. So let's say I'm gonna say people should wear seatbelts, I'm going to restate. I believe people should wear seatbelts at all times. And then who we've got, that gets a little tricky. So start with the C's right now. What is the C? What is your evidence? Okay, evidence 1, okay? For every piece of evidence, you need to have an explain. It helps people in case they get car accidents. Explain why it does. It helps keep their bodies in a stable position without getting extra movement that could cause injury, okay? And remember, according to the text, in paragraph something it states, if you were going and you found some evidence to one of these things, which you might want to do some research, that's what you're going to do. And then here, I can infer that seatbelts help people stay stable in their seat from their bodies flailing around. And then our S is our summarization. You can do the A. I'm not going to get too much into that right now. In fact, I might pop something here. But hold on. I might pop something up there too. So answer the question is the A, which I knew. I didn't know how much I want to get you going on that one. So I think people should always wear seatbelts because that A does not have to be a separate sentence. It just needs to be, I think this because, or I believe this because, or it can be a part of that first sentence. But I want you to make sure it won't always be a part of your first sentence. But for this case, while we're just practicing our writing in this informal way, I want you to make sure that you answer it because I think that it will keep people safe in the event of an accident. If I was doing that for the answer for, I believe people should wear seatbelts. So if you write this, share it with me. I'd love to see it. Take a picture or type it out or have your parents send it to me because I would love to see it. All right, that's all for day 1. We will see you for day 2 shortly.